major dimension. So, Madam, members of the teaching fraternity of VG Women's College, the sister institutions, and various institutions who have been associated with today's virtual program. And more than that, my most affectionate students. Friends, the purpose of education, if somebody asks, why for we are educated? Or why for we go to the school? What for we do some education? Now, for me, the most important concept of education is Swami Vivekananda's definition. Education is the manifestation of the perfection which is already hidden in all human beings, irrespective of caste, color, race, or nationality. This definition is most relevant to today's lecture. Now, you may pinpoint a question as to why I did try to begin with Swami Vivekananda. The reason being, he is an epitome, he is a character, he is a personality, a spiritualist, a reformist, a revolutionary, a monk, a scientist, and more than that, the name itself, Swami Vivekananda, is more nearer to the present today's topic, that is the art of public speaking. So from this point of view, I just want to pay my reverence to Swami Vivekananda's teachings and his literature. Some people, they are not with us, but they will be always with us through their teachings, through their lectures, through these ideas. Now, as a student, it is not mandatory, it is most ritualistic that we must acquaint ourselves with the outside world. We must try to have a rapport out of the syllabus. Now, from this point of view, the salient feature of a human being is something different. It was Mahatma Gandhi who had once said, any person, he or she or third gender, any person who has the capacity to think does not need a teacher. I repeat, any person or any student who does not have a capacity to think, and if he has that capacity to think, he doesn't need a teacher. Now, what is this teacher-student relationship? Now, the teacher-student relationship is towards accompanying a student towards the destination. Friends, always remember, 2 Samsung phones are same, 2 Hero Honda motorcycles are same, 2 Mercedes-Benz vehicles are same, but no 2 students are same, no 2 human beings are same. Abraham Maslow, a very famous psychologist who has contributed a lot to the management, has once said, the creativity is an integral and intrinsic part of every human being. I repeat again, the creativity or a something identity or a distinctness is most unique and is seen with all of us. But many a times it does so happen that I myself don't know what is that I have. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಧರ್ಮ ಇರಲಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಜಾತಿ ಇರಲಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ವರ್ಣ ಇರಲಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಜನಾಂಗ ಇರಲಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಇರಲಿ, ಅವನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವಿನೂತನವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಗುಣ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಗುಣವನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸಿ ಹೇಳುವುದೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕನ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ. ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಗುಣ ಅದ ಅದು ನನಗ ಗುರುತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. हर आदमी, हर इंसान उसमें एक खूबी रहती है. कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है जो मुझमें खूबी है तो मुझे पता ही नहीं चलता है. इसीलिए ये जो टीचर है ये ट्राई टू आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं जैसा कि मेरे स्टूडेंट में क्या खूबी है और क्या खूबी होना चाहिए. What are those characters which I want in a student? If they are there, bring it out. If they are not there, infuse them. So from this point of view, the all-round development of the personality of an individual is the thirst of education. Now, when I say personality, I'm coming slowly nearer to the topic. When I say personality, it has two dimensions. Person is an individual. Person is an individual. I am an individual. You are an individual. But 2 to 3 individuals we come together, we become what is called as a group. Now, it is very easy for me to talk to an individual. I can speak very easily. I feel at home with Uma madam and I will talk with her very, very freely. But Uma madam's daughter, when she talks, when she narrates, when she discusses with Uma madam or her father, she is very, very comfortable. But the moment Uma madam's daughter goes and stands on the podium, on a stage, addressing about 200 students, addressing about 100 lecturers, or addressing about 2,500 students in a school gathering, then she starts sweating. Now the question is, why I am comfortable with one individual, why I am not comfortable with 2 individuals, why I am not comfortable with 2 strangers, I am comfortable with my friends and family members on a gossip table. But the same thing when I go on the stage, I to understand, talk to my students, I will not feel at home. So the most essential part of a personality is the way you present yourself. Person is an individual. Persone is an attitude or a viewpoint or a thinking of an individual about other individual. Now, what I think about myself is not my persona. What you think about me, what Rajendra Konda thinks about me, what the institution thinks about me, that is my persona. And personality is a distinctness by which an individual is identified. Friends, flower is a flower. A rose also has a fragrance. A jasmine also has a fragrance. Fruits are fruits. A mango, this is the season. Mango is a fruit. Apple is a fruit. Both are sweet. Both the flowers have the fragrance. But the problem is, no 2 fruits have the same sweetness. All of them have the sweetest content, but the sweetness is different. All the flowers have that fragrance, but the fragrance is different. By that fragrance, a flower is identified. By the taste and the sweetness, a fruit is identified. You ask a blind boy, what is the difference between this fruit and that fruit? He cannot see it, but he eats it, tastes it and say that this is mango, this is apple. The reason being the sweetness is different. So friends, and this sweetness is one character of a personality. And that personality characters, what is that sweetness? Sweetness is not exactly sweetness, my salient features. My communication skills, my language, my presentation, my expression, my body language, my dress, my humor, my voice modulations. These are some of the things which are most important. Now back to the topic now. Why do we need public talk or art of public speaking? Public means what? There are 2 types. One is organized, another one is an unorganized. Now when I say an audience, a public, a group, a congregation, a participants, delegates in a seminar, that becomes what is called as a public or a group or anything. But how to address them? So friends, to begin with, the art of public speaking is that we must have certain skills, certain knowledge, certain subject matter which are mandatory or necessary for me to address. Why do I want to address? Because I want to share. Why do you want to share? You want to make others rich. Why do you want to make others rich? You want to see the overall development of the society, healthy society. Now, remember, as long as I am not rich, I cannot enrich others. So the enrichment is knowledge. Today's world belongs to knowledge haves and knowledge have nots. Till yesterday, Karl Marx philosophy was there were 2, only proletariat and bourgeois. That means rich and poor. And today, rich and poor is knowledge haves, knowledge have nots. And those people who have knowledge haves, they are small in number. Knowledge have nots are large in number. When we want to share with knowledge, know-how or have-nots, we have to share with us. So sharing on a dais, sharing on a platform, sharing through others, sharing through outsiders, sharing to strangers is the essence quality. So this communication skill is, what is it? Is it a science? Is it an art? Or is it a practice? Now, I think all of you have studied in the chapter communication. Communication means communis, to share. You can share through print. You can share through black and white. You can share through a talk. So when I talk, when I lecture, when I orate, when I submit my opinion, it is my competency or my capabilities. As a student, during the course of 6 semesters, you may be very good in the subject matter, in the marks card. But when you go to an interview, I'm pretty sure that you have that knowledge. You have that competency. But when you face an interview, suddenly you don't know, you cannot answer, though you know the answer. Why that? Is it because of stress? Is it because of fear? Is it because of the environment? Is it because of the complex that I cannot? The first and foremost principle or a tenet of any person to develop the art of public speaking is always think that you are optimistic. Always think that you can. Always think that you will. If you think that you cannot before going on the stage, then even if you go on the stage with all the preparation, you may not. So the first and foremost confidence is you just step onto the stage with one conviction that I will and I can and I will do it. Now this confidence will take you at a higher level. Now with this confidence, it needs some sort of preparation. So a person who abruptly goes and talks something about a topic on a stage becomes snap. He goes on the stage, takes a chit and starts thinking. Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
And to improve this communication skills, we do certain activities which are called as co-curricular activities. They are not extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities. I'm a gold medalist in MA, I'm a PhD holder, but when I enter into a classroom, we want to talk to about 60 students. And then suddenly what happens? I will not feel at home with myself. So to do that, first thing is you have an optimistic idea. Always believe that I can. If you think that you can't, you just can't. Any beginning, there is a hurdle. But life is to cross those hurdles. So with the paucity of time, because of only about 45 minutes to 1 hour, I wish to give you certain points. You can note down or you can comprehend in your mind as to why this. A person, an identity is, personality is recognized through his language, through his oratory skill. ಕುವೆಂಪು ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಬಹಳ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮಾತು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯ ಹೆಗ್ಗುರುತು ಮತ್ತು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವದ ರಹದಾರಿ. ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ, ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. When you want to speak, you speak in such a way that others should love to listen to you. I repeat, when you want to speak, when you want to lecture, when you want to talk, when you want to have an oration, you do this in such a way that the listeners should love to listen to you. When you speak, you must speak in such a way that the listeners should love to listen to you. Now you should listen in such a way, that the speaker loves to talk to you. So in any communication, any lecture, it is the feedback that is most important. What you speak, what you know, the way you talk is not that important. Whether the audience, whether the spectators, whether the seekers, do they have that familiarity with the knowledge which you are speaking? Do they have that quest? if they are not having any type of listening capacity or understanding capacity, which I am speaking, I think the process of art of speaking, from my point of view, it is correct, but totally it may not be a fruitful exercise. Now, to do a fruitful exercise, always remember, you more attention to those people, to those men and women, to those boys and girls with whom you are trying to establish the rapport. Establishment of rapport through language is the cardinal principle or the first step of what is called as public speaking. You are one, but there are 500. You are one, there are about 5,000. And how is it that one can? Not all can connect with the connectivity with the 1,000 people. Out of 100, only few people. And it does not mean that other people are not capable. They are capable, but they are not sufficiently trained, sufficiently developed to transact, to establish a rapport with the people in and around them. So from that point of view, public speaking has gained much importance, especially in the present world. And that is whether it's a corporate culture, whether it is a public sector undertakings, whether it is a multinational companies. Today's aspirants, what the companies want them is the way you face the interview, the way you talk to them, the way you interact, the way you discuss, the way you participate, the way you influence, the way you are ready to be influenced by others' opinion, never imposing. So this idea of communication, idea of sharing has become the important characteristic of a soft skill in the present scenario. So more than physical personality, today what is most important is internal. So I will just narrate few points, the utility of this and what are the obstacles, and then I will come to the public speaking with some examples. Now, if you know the oratory skills, if you are very familiar with the art of speaking, ನಾನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ, मैं बहुत अच्छा भाषण कर सकता हूँ, मैं स्टेज पर रह सकता हूँ, मेरे पे स्टेज फियर नहीं है, सभी है, then what is the benefit? If you can go on the dais and speak for 40 minutes, if you can go on the dais and speak about on a topic, attending a classroom with a lecture with a predetermined subject and a topic, it is comfortable. But the same thing, presenting it in a seminar or presenting to an audience who are the students from other colleges if they have come, in the same topic, if I'm sharing with other teaching faculty, I cannot. So what is it that makes, what is the benefit? Why you should talk, why to develop that capacity? Number one is you are identified by the society, by the institution, by the community, by your talk, by your skill, by your narration. Identification is most important. If I'm not identified, I'll be a face in the crowd. You be a part of a crowd, part of the thousands and thousands of students of one college, but out of that, one student will emerge that, oh, she is an alumni of PG Women's College. Oh, she is a student of Christ College. Oh, she is a student of National Law School. Why do we say she or he? Because he has that quality by which he can present yourself. So the first and foremost character is you can be identified by your oratory skill or by your competency to speak. Secondly, you become more popular as a student vice president, as a student secretary, or as any office bearers in the student chief union. If you have, you are not only recognized, but you are going to become acceptable and popular. There are few people who are most popular the way speak. So to make you more popular in a constructive way, there are two sides of popularity. I may be known as a negativity also popularity, but that negative popularity we don't want. So first is identification. Second one is you can be most popular. You can be a friend. You can be friendly in your manners. You can feel at home and comfortable with others. And more than that, your leadership qualities are recognized or developed by this skill of public speaking. Who is a leader? A leader is one who leads. A leader is one who takes. A leader is one who accompanies. So this leadership quality is, I don't say whenever we say leadership quality is only in a political platform. For example, in companies like Infosys, Sudhamurthy or Narayan Murthy, in a defense area, the first commander-in-chief of the what we call as a Major General Cariappa. So this leadership qualities can be developed by this skill. For me, the first character to become a leader, or to attain leadership qualities is the art of public speaking. I wish to give here one example. I wish to show you this photograph, this book. I know how many of you have heard, and all of you have heard this. If it can be seen, this is a book which I got it just 2 days earlier. The name of the book is A Promised Land by the former President Obama. Now, the success of Obama in becoming the president, more than becoming the president, the first character to choose that man in whom there were 2 points where the Americans, they did not want it. One was his racial features, another was a mixed background. But by only his language, the way he spoke, the way he lectured, the way he addressed in a law college, law university in the United States of America, he was recognized. There were tens of lecturers. Why only this man? There were many, many people. Why only this man? Because identification and leadership qualities are recognized by this character. Whenever we say January 12th to 14th or anything, when we come, we remember one photograph that becomes an icon for youth. We call Swami Vivekananda. Now, Swami Vivekananda was not more famous by his monk, by his dress, by his knowledge, but the way he presented. And that is what is called as a creativity in the art of public speaking. When everybody spoke in the Chicago World of Congregation of all the religions, everybody said, ladies and gentlemen, and this monk from India with a saffron color, everybody had a prejudice, everybody has a negativity. Oh, who is this man from India with the most backward, most ancient? What do they have? When we compare with the Western civilization, Western countries, we the Europeans with so much of religious firmness, then he began with one sentence, my dear brothers and sisters of America. Now my question is very simple, very simple. But if you think, what was that factor that made Vivekananda to be still alive and will be alive in the days to come because of his oratory skill? The confidence, the conviction, the rapport, and all of the audience, they just said, oh, here is somebody who is better than 10 university professors. Oh, he is somebody whom we were not knowing. When we know him, we can know ourselves. And he never pointed out any prejudiced opinion about others. So the subject matter, the presentation of the subject matter, the neutrality with which you present a subject matter without harnessing, without criticizing, without damaging others' ethical values through your ethics, that is the fundamental principle of the art of speaking, So, but apart from that, knowledge empowerment, to seek a job, and the development. It is with this you can be popular. Now, a few of the names which I want to list: Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekananda, V.K. Krishna, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Lal Bahadur Shastri, and today's world, Jaggi Vasudev of Isha Foundations. Or if you come to the political platform, our Prime Minister and another member of Parliament, Dr. Shashi Tharoor from South India, where his proficiency in English and the way he speaks has not only adored we, even in the European Oxford University when he was addressing, by his language, by his presentation skills, with the least material on his hand, he could gain others' attention. And that's why even the Prime Minister appreciated and congratulated in the Parliament. So there are some people by which they are recognized, whether it is Churchill, whether it is Abraham Lincoln, and even for our, in Indian context, we have many people who are the best of best speakers. Now the question is, when I am trying to go on the stage, can I imitate them? Can I speak like Swami Vivekananda? Can I speak like Churchill? Can I speak like Gandhi? Can I speak like Obama? Now, certainly yes. But when we are in that process, we have to undergo certain tests, certain things which are very common to everybody. Never think that your professor or me, we are perfectionist. Even the first day, like 17th September in 1975, when I went for the first time on the stage to take a class with a chalk piece and a duster, I was profusely sweating, almost like shivering. But it took time for me, about nearly 5 to 10 minutes, to come to the normalcy, and I started my class. Though I was knowing the subject matter, I did study what to teach in the earlier period, one day earlier. With all that, I was profusely sweating. Now, the moment you start sweating, it does not mean that it's your weakness. You are under a process of preparing yourself. You are in a phase of getting myself adjust to the new circumstances, adjusting to the new ambience. That's why, what are those certain things as a student, we come across when we want to develop our. Number one is sweating. Bevrtivi, toduladantandre stammering. I cannot speak correctly. I know, but I cannot present exactly what I wanted to present. That's one. And repeatedly, I started feeling thirsty. The heartbeat, it starts palpitating at a higher level. There will be like shivering in the legs. And suddenly, you forget everything with all the preparation, night rehearsal, what you have done. When you come on the stage, seeing so many people, then suddenly you may forget. Now, for a second, all these weaknesses are but naturally in any human being. But they are not part of a personality of a robot. We are not robots, we are human beings. Now, in the process of human development, all these things are. Now, how can we overcome this? Number one is have a connectivity with the audience with a disconnectivity. I'm sure that having a connectivity with the audience and in it trying to have a disconnectivity. There is an attachment with a detachment. An attachment with the eye-to-eye contact with the audience, for a minute detachment with them and try to have an attachment with yourself. That is attachment and detachment. If you have an attachment with only yourself, like a soliloquy speaking to myself, the audience will not learn. So have an attachment and for a second detach yourself, come out with another attachment. And that is number one. The third, another important is you have to prepare what for you have been invited. Secondly, have a glass of water, take a sip of water, have a patience, have a pause, and then suddenly you can come back. It does not mean that I am sweating, I am trembling, I am shivering. If you can leave that premises, you are trying your level best to quit. I repeat again, if I am developing an attitude, oh, I cannot, I am sweating, I cannot talk, I have this phobia, everything, then you belong to a post which is called as a category of quitters. We quit. But never try to be a quitter. Always want to be a winner. I will give one example as a student, for the students especially. In our college, in one competition, one girl student had come whose height was very low. She was, I think, nearly 5 or less than that 5. Now, when she came on the dais, she stood behind that podium. The audience could not see her face, the girl's face. So there was so much of turmoil, noise, clappings, other disturbances. So if anybody were to be in her situation, everybody would have been, she would have sweated, she would have tried to stumble, heartbeat, etc. But then for a minute, for a second, she could rise. What did she do? Then she suddenly said in Hindi, she was competing for Hindi debate competition. She said, मेरे प्यारे दोस्तों, आपने मुझे सुनने के लिए आए हैं, मुझे देखने के लिए नहीं आए. Friends, you have come here to listen to me. You have come here not to see me. But by one dialogue, but one sentence, suddenly she made a pin drop silence with the clapping applause on that event. Before she could begin, before she could complete, the entire audience came to a conclusion, oh, she is going to get the first prize, get prize. What made her? She had not started. She utilized that situation. She utilized that particular circumstances and she could come off. She did not quit. So she read the aspirations of the audience. How I can be more comfortable, how I can be more humorous, how I can take from humor to more seriousness. So one sentence, breaking the ice, the beginning, the first sentence, that carries the highest weight, highest weight. So all these things happen because we lack confidence, we are afraid of, we have a phobia, and more than that, we have not come to the event with full preparation. Sometimes we are prepared for the first time when we are going into the topic or on the stage. So, nobody by birth is a good orator. कोई जन्म से बहुत ब्यूटीफुल ओरेटर नहीं रहता है, साउंडफुल ओरेटर नहीं रहता. ಹುಟ್ಟಿನಿಂದಲೇ ಯಾರು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಮಾತುಗಾರರು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಮಾತು ಆಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಅಭ್ಯಸಿಸಬಹುದು. ಕನ್ನಡದ ಉರ್ದುದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಅದ, ರಿಯಾಸ್. ರಿಯಾಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ takes you to perfection. That perfection takes you to the pinnacle. Without practice, you can't go to the perfection. For the first time when you want to address, you may not get an audience, but go to your room, have that ambience in your room. If you are habituated to some classical music, switch on some classical music with a low tone, then stand in front of a camera, try to see yourself, ask a question to your reflection, who are you? Never ask who are you, who am I, who am I? Then the reflection image will say, you are so and so. Can I address this session? Can I speak on this topic? Can I convince them? Then the reflection answers, if you think you can. So start talking to yourself. Start trying to debate with yourself. Start trying to identify yourself with your identity. Spend some time before the event with yourself. It was Swami Vivekananda, whom I adore. He said, always spend at least 45 minutes or half an hour with yourself. If you are not spending at least half an hour with yourself, you are missing, you are losing one of the most beautiful person on this earth planet. You are beautiful, you are smart, you are competent, but this competence, let others not praise me. Let me praise myself. Self-esteem. Self-esteem is that self-esteem in when you are alone, try to practice it. So by this way, you can develop what is called as the competency. Competency comes, capability comes. You are capable, but you have to present it in a competent way because you are comparing with other selves. So from that point of view, always remember these factors, how to overcome this. And how to overcome that I have already explained. Apart from that, as a skill is most important on public oratory is your body language. Never stand at a stationary posture like a statue in any shopping complex. You feel at home with yourself. If the mic is fixed, you stay there. But even if you stay there, you least attention to the microphone, more attention to the audience. Always never see the audience in only one direction. If not 360, at least 180 degree, you have to move. Generally, the greatest thing what happens many times, including ourselves, is when you go on the stage, you take a text and start reading it. Reading is different from narration. Reading is different from oration. Reading is something different from speaking. Some people are so perfect, they will read, but that reading will be like speaking. They have that competency. So connectivity is number one. Now today, because of technological development, you have a collar mic. You can use that. I can just go around on the stage, move around, go amongst the audience, be one with the audience, have just a touch, a feather touch with the participants, talk to them, narrate them, not transmission. The purpose of oration is transaction. Transaction means you give it what you want, what they want. If you are giving what you want, if that your want is not their want, however good oration may be, it is not acceptable. So movement, eye movement, body language, and most important is language. Language means the way you speak it. Always first and foremost. Friends, remember that anybody who speaks good English is not a good orator or is good orator. That is only an ambiguous statement. You choose a language in which you are more familiar, you feel at home, you feel that you are competent, you choose that language. Never choose a language to present yourself because others are speaking in that language. That probably what happens, I don't say that we don't become successful, you may be partially successful. Even in civil service interviews, if you can address in that my mother tongue is Manipuri, my mother tongue is Kannada, I'm not familiar with English, sir, if you can I answer, then you will be given a translator, you will be. In United Nations organization, there are many good number of opportunities where our leaders and statesmen, they did speak in Hindi because the politicians, the statesmen of our country, if they are from the North India, they are more familiar with Hindi. So they tried. And the same person, if he wants to speak in English, then what happens? The switching over, the emotions and the feelings which he wants to communicate may not. So the efforts are honest and integrity, but it may not result. So choose a language in which you are familiar. It could be Kannada, it could be Hindi, it could be Urdu, it could be English, anything for that matter, Always remember the body language, the emotions, the feelings, the care, concern, sympathy, empathy, of all those things, it will come into your body language. When a small child, it doesn't have any language, when it tenders a smile, suddenly you also reciprocate it. The child is not saying, hello, please reciprocate, I am smiling, you too smile. But you smile. Music, whenever you listen to a music, though you not understand, you feel that solace. So friends, what is most important is choose a language that suits. Choose a language in which you feel that you can click. Choose a language which majority of the audience for which you are speaking, they know. It does not mean that in United Nations organization, nobody knows Hindi and how should I talk? Where the technological translations are there. So friends, choose a language in which. Now, whenever you choose a language, be proud of that language. Always have respect and regard to all other languages. But never say that my language is something inferior, my language is not sufficient, my language is not good. Never have that. Always. The only language which can communicate to everybody and anybody is smile. So with these points and certain points, now I'll come to some other aspects before we could conclude. Language, it should be simple. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಪಾಂಡಿತ್ಯವನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. कभी भी आप बात करते रहते हैं तो आपका वोकैबुलरी, अपना नॉलेज प्रेजेंट करो, लेकिन वो ऐसे रहे ना कि प्रेजेंटेशन विद सिंप्लिसिटी कन्वेइंग कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी. So language, it should be very simple. If you read Bible, it is said that the biblical language is the most simplest language. If you read My Experiment with Truth of Mahatma Gandhi or any writings of Mahatma Gandhi, you see that language is very simple. More the simple a language, more competency you can be in establishing a rapport with other. Secondly, how do you construct a sentence? How do you play with the words? How do you speak? Voice modulation, accent, pause, connectivity. Never be like a cassette continuously monotony ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. Always here and there seek their feedback, try to have some connectivity, try to take a pause, and then you can. Body language counts most, and body language is a value addition to your language. I may be very good in language, but if I start like a parroting if you are doing, then I think we may not have influence. Now the future of this world belongs to knowledge economy, knowledge. It is brain-based people who are going to rule that. Now you may ask why suddenly I brought this brain. Today's world, more than military, more than economy, more than wealth, more than political power, one thing what you can influence over others is intellectual influence. As a teacher, I influence on my students' intellect by intellectually. As a student, when you are a part of a debate or a seminar, you try to intellectually influence even to your teachers that I can interpret much more better than what you have interpreted. By that intellectual influence, you are influencing on your friends also. So for this intellectual influence, which is the need of the work, your philosophy, your ideology, your thought, your perspective, your knowledge, your logic, all those things are more important, because it is through this oratory you can and you will be a most intellectually influential people. As a physical personality, I may be very weak, but by intellectually I may be great. So the weakest of weak physically personality can be the strongest of strong, is that power. It could be like a Gandhi, or it could be like any other person, weak person, but influencing. So this influence, intellectual influence, I'm showing that physical influence or intellectual influence you have. So then another most important is, how do you pronounce her? Hag pronunciation antara, pronunciation antara, hage matar, the way you speak, the way you utter, there should be a clarity, candid clarity, and others to be familiar with the clarity of your speech. Spashtate. There should not be any confusion. Never say that I think like that, I wanted to tell, but I have forgotten. No, somebody had said somewhere, which I don't remember. All those negativity you don't. Supposing if you don't know, don't try to quote. You try to quote yourself. The best competency is try to quote yourself. Try to talk yourself in such a way that your talk becomes inverted commas for others. Inverted commas for others. Let us not quote others, but quotation others. It does not mean that we are showing that I have read. Why do you quote? Why do you quote Abraham Lincoln? Why do you quote Mahatma Gandhi? Why do you quote Anna Hazare? Why do you quote Swami Vivekananda? Why do you quote Abraham Lincoln? Why do you quote Vedas? Why do you quote all those scriptures? The reason is, with this quotation, I can present myself with a better clarity, and it will be a better citation for the audience to understand. If I speak as I want to speak my thinking, people may accept, may not accept. But what you want to speak, if you quote somebody like Abraham Lincoln, or for example, Sisi Guruji, or Chakki Vasudev, or Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, or Dr. Ambedkar, these statesmen, then you quote, then suddenly what happens? Oh, here is that boy or a girl whose thinking is almost like the thinking of that great man. When the thinking is great, I think he or she may be an iota of the greatest man, maybe in your personality. So we have to quote. But if our lecture, if our oration completely goes only on quotation, you are trying to show your memory, but not understanding. Quoting too many quotations in an oration, certainly it is value addition. But if you merely quote, that your identity will not come out. You have to use the quotations in such a way that quotation will help you to have your identity, and that identity can be expressed, not that quotation. So be familiar with those quotations. Use minimum. If I give more number of quotations, then you will ask, ಒಂದು ತಾಸು ಮಾತಾಡ್ದ ಬರೀ 100 ಕೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ, ಆತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದ ಆತ ಹೇಳ್ದೇನೆ. He quoted about 100 quotations in 1 hour, and we wanted to know what he knows, and he failed miserably that he did not express what he is only saying reading capacity, memory. Memory is more important, but more than memory, it is understanding. More than understanding, you have to make the audience have the interest or the quest to develop comprehension. When they listen to you, they must comprehend after the lecture at least 10 sentences. Now remember, when one lecture about 40 minutes, after 40 minutes, the stranger audience you ask, what is that you like? Then 100 students will not answer the same thing. She says, sir, his language was very good. Somebody will say, oh, number of quotations, I love that quotations. Third one, his knowledge of understanding is better. He is qualified, he is competent, but he could not communicate. one lecture, one individual, 10 people develop 10 perspectives, 10 opinions. But all said and done, we will come to some conclusion. Yes, he tried his level best. It was more operative oration. Another most important character when we go, never tap on the mic. माइक पर लोगी सामने कभी जाके उसमें बोल के उधरना, उफ बोल के करना. You don't say tap 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 tap. Mic testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. That is not your duty. If anybody goes on the dais when he stands in front of a microphone or mic, then don't touch it. Don't try to adjust the volume or the capacity of the microphone or the amplifier. You leave it to the organizers. It's not an orchestra like saying the main person is singing, trying to monitor all those things. I was participating in one lecture where the person who was highly intellectual, he was speaking with a slow voice, with even the mic. Then suddenly I said, sir, I thought he must have forgotten. Sir, nim dhwani kelsta illi sab jor matad. He didn't care for me. And suddenly I said, sir, nim dhwani kelsta illi. Then after 10 minutes, then he said, I am intentionally, particularly speaking at a low voice because are you really interested in my lecture? Then suddenly he went on a higher voice. So voice modulation, voice control, how do you love that apparatus or an instrument or mechanism? That is more important, that is most important. Adana badi battery, adri edur hinde nintu odlike prayatna madbadri. Dress is most important, the way you dress. Then most important is timing. When you are given a time, try to finish off within that shortest minute of time. And why do we need all those things? You have to do many parts of one called function variation. We have to welcome speech, we have introduction speech, we have keynote address, we have presidential remarks, we have main address. All those things are most important. For each, there is a separate format. And with this oration, you can have a meaningful relationship or a purposeful functional relationship. Now, friends, I wish to give two examples where initially I was not acceptable, but later on I tried, I became more successful. Number one is, I think all of you are familiar with Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan, for the first time when he went to All India Radio, he went under a test by All India Radio, and he was given a certificate that your voice, your competency to address on a microphone which can connect with the Akashvani, with the larger sections, is not favorable, and hence you are rejected. So in the first test, his voice test also, his case was rejected. But he didn't do, or he did not keep mum. He used that voice which was rejected, then realized that my only competency is this voice only. So he utilized this, transformed it into his positivity. So also Arnav Goswami, a news channel editor, his voice, his language, his communication was rejected, but later on he himself became. Why is it that once was rejected, he became a topper or acceptable? Because of his consistent effort. So friends, always remember, we are not born speakers. We can be made, we will be. And we can comes most important. If you think that you can, you will. So with this preamble, I just want to tell about three things formally. Supposing what are the preconditions? As a student, when you go on the stage, remember some factors. Number one is people. This is the concluding part. Whenever you go for a public art of speaking, public occasion, people. Now, people means what? When you go on the stage, stand in front of a podium and mic, who are those people who are on the stage? Who are those people who are in the audience? The first and foremost customary narration, beginning, the breaking the ice is, try to address, take the names of those people who are on the stage and then off the stage with due weightage, with due respect to the status, with the due image or the brand by which they are recognized. Very few people, they distinguished guests on the dais, off the dais. That is wherever there is a time positive. But since we are beginners, we must make all the students remember that when you go on the stage, when you want to try to speak to certain persons, address to certain persons, you try to have a connectivity. For example, on the stage, Principal Konda is there, Uma Madam is there, IQAC coordinator is there. There are about 10 people. You have written down all the or reading like a recitation. Respected Principal Madam Konda sir, respected Madam Uma Madam, straightway like a Shatabdi Express. You are trying your level best to complete the narration, but with no connectivity. So the first and foremost is, when you say the respected principal of this college, just look at it. Second, coordinator. Whoever are there on the hierarchy, on the respective status, you take the name. You don't take the name first somebody and come on, lastly you take the name of the principal, because principal is the head of the institution. He is not only symbolic head, he is an embodiment, he is a representative of the college. So first is those people who are on the stage, take their names, give the respect, have a look at them, try to have a connectivity, and then many times it does so happen when you say to the audience, respected Principal Dr. Rajendra Konda, he may not look at you, but never get yourself disheartened. You take the name of somebody who are talking amongst themselves, discussing about themselves, attending to their phone. All those things may, for a beginner may be an obstacle. It may go, my morale can go down, my efficiency will go down, because I'm trying so much to try to speak. They are not ready to listen to me. They are not ready to see at me. Always the public address system should be that when you want to speak, many a times the organizer, the people who are sitting on the dais will not listen at all. So you should make such an arrangement that every person in that hall, whether on the dais or off the dais, should be made. So the people-centered public oration should be there. People-centered means you have to directly connect with the people by their name. Supposing sometimes you don't know the name. You say guest of honor or member of a teaching fraternity or invitees. The second one is most important. Whenever you go for any public oration or even, for example, any event, try to give more importance to the place. What is that place? The place means the name of the college. You try to highlight its achievement. The auditorium where you are speaking, you try to give a more weightage to the ambience of that hall, right? And the beautiful garden, the campus, the public address system, the curtain, the chair, all those things, when you give more importance. So for example, when you go to our HK Society SAC building auditorium, the moment you stand there on the stage using a cordless mic, when you see about 500 to 700 boys and girls sitting in a hierarchical ascending order, even the students, they are sitting on the gallery, they can see you. Remember, you cannot see all the 700, but all the 700 have a curiosity to see at you. They don't want to hear, they want to listen to you. If my oration is not perfect, it is not having that content, if it is not having that intention, then they start hearing you, but they don't want to listen to you. So please, whenever you go on any dais, any campus, any institution, any ground, try to speak something about the place. You say that I'm highly privileged to be a part of this institution. It's such an ambience, beautiful auditorium. I'm had to see the very presence and opportunity you have given me to speak on this dais with such a beautiful auditorium, with so many young, beautiful faces who represent future of India. That is a honest effort or an endeavor in connecting. Beautiful garden, lush green grass, The moment you entered into the campus, the way they received you, the public relations, the hospitality, the way tea was served, everything that is most important, most important. The third most is issue. Issue means certain topics, certain variables with which you have to be more familiar. It could be etiquettes, it could be mannerisms, it could be energy, it could be the quest, it could be the passion, it could be your interest to connectivity. Remember Nadagite, if about 15 boys or girls or 15 students of VG Women's College coming and singing Nadagite with a chorus, then all of them, they will. Many a times what happens is when we start Nadagite, we announce all of them are requested. Even if you don't announce and if you start singing, by that beautiful singing, everybody will stand up. Now the same thing if you use a pen drive, Nadagite or a national anthem or any song, the recitation is same, but there is no human touch. The human touch comes when you are physically present on the stage. In this virtual classroom, sometimes what happens, the lecture is recorded, it is sent on to the organizers, they play that. That becomes pre-prepared structure. Always remember, extempore, on the spot, how do you respond? That is more important, which a cassette record cannot do it. So that issue is more important. The time. What is this time? Time is not about 45 minutes in which you are expected to speak. Time is always have a connectivity with the past, the present, and the future. When I had come to this college way back in 1970, the college was such. But today when I am coming after nearly more than about 30 years or 40 years, maybe more than 2 to 3 decades, as depending upon your visit, there is a sea change. There is so much of reformation. There is so much of restructuring. Then suddenly you say, oh, that tree, it is still there, under which I used to sit and note down some notes, we used to do some work. That means you have to have a connectivity with the past of that institution, praise a word of the present, and then go to the future, that in the days to come, maybe if God permits me, maybe after another 10 years when I come, I think this is going to be the most, what we call it as the best institution, not only in India, throughout the world, catering certain disciplines. Some colleges are famous for certain things. For example, VG Women's College, at one time it was famous for home science and clinical nutrition. It was very famous for music. So one variable takes an institution at a higher level. One student who is a topper in a debate competition on a university level, that student takes one VG Women's College or SB College or any other college institution to the highest level. One student who is participating in a group discussion, who transacts, who controls, who speaks, and comes out with his leadership qualities, takes that institution to the lead. It is not that one individual, he represents an institution. Sometimes the individuals become institutions. When I look at you, when I listen to you, when I want to test you, I don't go to your teachers, I don't go to the institution. Your capability, your talent, your creativity will speak about your oration. So then suddenly they say, oh, your teachers have taken much effort to mold you. So since you are undergraduate students, you are doing, some of them are postgraduate students. I think you too remember, TOO, you too remember, whenever you were a school-going boy or a girl, maybe 5th standard or 2nd standard, usually the script used to be written by your teacher. And that frequency, that understanding, memorizing capacity is too much. So the child, sometimes it doesn't take the chit at all. It goes there, stored in its memory. The moment you start, then it starts suddenly like a Shatabdi Express. Distinguished guest, judges, my friends, tuck, it goes on for 5 to 7 minutes. Supposing in between, somewhere some disturbances, somewhere something happens, then it becomes a block. Neither she can go back, nor she can go ahead, she becomes stagnant in that particular position. So such children, whether you like it or not, they will continuously finish off that narration. But today, you are not belonging to that age group. What we give, what a subject your teachers give, what a literature you get on internet or website or Google or Wikipedia, that knowledge as it is structured, if you present, it is cut and paste. But the knowledge which you get, the knowledge which you got from your teachers, interpret in such a way, present in such a way, that is most important, that is most important. Remember, these four things or five things, they play a prominent role in the art of public speaking. That is people. Second one is place. The third one is issues with which you are concerned. For example, if there is any even issue on COVID pandemic, issue on global warming, issue on climate change, issue on severe drought, issue on nuclear non-proliferation treaty, issue on the role of United Nations Organization, issue of WHO, its position, its sanctity, its validity in the present most controversial period, issue of COVID pandemic. Now, when you are addressing an issue, you should know something most important of that issue. When you speak of WHO, I am not a doctor, I am not a virologist, but I must have such knowledge, I must present in such a way that even the doctor for that matter will come to know, oh, you know, she has prepared a lot for that preparation. So all those things, they are most important, most important. It is with this a chance that has been given to me. It's already 11:45. If you have any doubt, you are free to ask. You are free to ask. If anything which you want to convey, I think by your problem, by your suggestions, by your quest to understand, I think you can enrich me. Friends, as education is an instrument of socio-economic change, education is the manifestation of the perfection which is already hidden. I don't know that I know, but it is the teacher, it has made me to know that what you have. Knowing what you know, knowing what you don't know is also education. So that is called optimization. Optimization is not something extra. Optimization is utilizing your own resources to such an extent that you can be recognized. You can recognize the politeness, the courtesy, the mannerisms, the submissiveness, the appreciation. When somebody criticizes it, accept it very smiley, with a tender smile. If the criticism is not up to the mark, it is not logical, don't bother it. If the criticism is of ignorance, just smile it. If the criticism is real, if there is an iota of truth in the criticism, learn from criticism. Friends, the precondition for any art of public speaking is, in your past experiences, if there are any lacunae, mistakes, pitfalls, which have been identified by the people, not that they have insulted me, they have given me an opportunity to improvise upon myself. And that is why any criticism, any remark, very good, any remark with a dissent will take me to a higher level. With this, there are many examples, individuals who are part of the part, but we don't know that how to be a part of a part, a part of a whole, but yet maintain that whole's identity and my identity. As a citizen of this country, how is it that I can present myself? As a citizen of this college, how is it that I can present myself? Only one thing is, when you have taken admission in first semester, when you go out of sixth semester, what is it that has changed you, altered you, has brought something in you, is this quality. Quality is conformance to requirement. Quality is conformance to requirement. What are the requirements of the audience? That requirements, if I have, that is my oration, my art of public speaking is qualitatively quality centered. So your oration should be quality centered. Your oration should be student-centered. Your oration should be audience-centered. Your oration should not be centered on yourself. All of their center of attraction is an individual. But you being a center of attraction, you have to be acceptable to all of you. So I appreciate the initiatives taken by VG Women's College, especially my friend Rajendra Konda, and very untiring, sincerely putting always efforts academically to improvise on herself, not herself. When she wants to improve herself, she can certainly improve her students. Such a madam, Uma madam, and the members of the teaching fraternity of VG Women's College, and all those members, and those my most affectionate, the future of this great country, the future of this resilient country, the future of this country which is a part of social dynamics. The future of this country tomorrow is going to be a center of attraction towards all the world. Education. Teacher. Students. The new education policy aims at the all-round development. So with this preamble, with these few points, I'm sure that they can be used to certain extent. You may have much more points. I think if any list is sufficient for you to improvise upon you, I think it is your greatness, your generosity, your patience, and your quest that you have an opportunity. You had an opportunity. You were listening to me. I'm sure that you were trying to listen to me virtually. One last, before I leave this camera, friends, public oration, public talking, public speaking today is virtual. Our mind, our thinking, our language, our connectivity should be even in such a way that even on a connectivity through internet, I can be of some use, I can be successful, I can be of utility to others. So we have to train ourselves on this virtual classroom, virtual congregation, virtual seminars. One man sitting in front of a camera in Delhi and addressing to the United Nations organization. One man using Akashvani as a medium to communicate his feelings to the people who are not having access to television, radio. They are trying to use the medium. So wish you all the best. Wish you all the best. May in the days to come, you will, I am sure that you will not be a person belonging to the category of quitting. You will be an individual student with the institution, trying to overcome your weaknesses, compete not with others, compete with yourself. Best of luck. Congratulations once again, Punta sir and Uma madam, for inviting me to share some of my thoughts. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Girls, some of you want to ask questions. I heard you can ask. Each one of you just unmute yourself on your video and you can ask questions. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Please speak loudly. I think it is Basamma. Basamma, ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕತ್ತೀರಿ? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜೋರ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ರಿ, ಹೊರಗ್ ಬರ್ರಿ, ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗ್ ಬರ್ರಿ.
ಹೇಳ್ರಿ.
Basamma, you want to ask any question? Then ask.
Sir.
ಬಸಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಇರೋ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ, ನಿಮ್ ಮನೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಚೀರ್ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ಹಾ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಮಾತಾಡ್ರಿ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಲಿಗತ್ತ.
ಹಾ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ.
ಸರ್ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಇರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಸರ್ ನನ್ಗೆ.
ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಹೆಸರು ಬೇಡ, ಹೇಳ್ರಿ.
ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ ಕೈಲಿಂದಲೇ ನಾನು ಮೂರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿನ್ರಿ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಒಳಗ.
ನಮ್ ಕೈಲಿಂದ 3 ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ? ಹಾ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ.
ತಗೊಂಡಿನ್ರಿ ಸರ್. ನಾ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮೇನ್ ರೀಸನ್ ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡೋ ಶೈಲಿ ನಂಗೆ ಬಾಳ ಇಷ್ಟ ರೀ ಸರ್.
ಹೌದಾ? ಯಾವ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ನೀವು?
PG Women ಸರ್, ಫ್ರಮ್ PUC ಟು.
ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ ಕೈಲಿ 3 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ 3 ಕೈ ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ 3ಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಂತಿರ, ಇನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ.
ಸರ್ ನಾ PUC ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇಟ್ಟೆ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ ಸರ್ ಡಿಬೇಟ್, ಇವಾಗ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ರೀ. PUC ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ತಗೊಂಡಿನಿ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಿತ್ತು ರೀ?
ಸರ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ರೀ ಸರ್?
ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಬಳಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊರಗೆ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು. ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಕೇವಲ 25% ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ 75% ನಿಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಇದ್ರೂ ಸಹಿತ ಕೆಲವರು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್? ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ಪಾಂಡಿತ್ಯ. ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪಾಂಡಿತ್ಯವನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ತರೋದು. ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್, ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಶೋ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಆರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್. ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಿಂಗರ್ ಇರ್ತಾನ, ಹಿ ಸಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಅದ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹಾಡ ಹಾಡ್ತಾರ, ಗಂಗು ಹಂಗಲ್ ಯಾಕೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾರೆ? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಿಸ್ಮಿಲ್ಲಾ ಖಾನ್ ನಂಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಶಹನಾಯಿನಿ ಬರೆಸ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ. ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರು ಸಹಿತ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್. ಬರೀ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದು ಸ್ಕಿಲ್, ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಇದ್ದು ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕಲಿ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 25%, ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದು 75% ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ. ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಬರುತ್ತಾವೆ. ಓಕೆ.
Yes, anybody else? Anybody else? Megha, Pallavi, you had put a message that you want to ask question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Megha, yes, ask first.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
It was very useful session for us. My question to you is, according to your opinion, who is the best public speaker and why?
Yes, please.
According to your opinion, who is the best public speaker and why?
It's very difficult to pinpoint that one. As and when I listen to somebody, I think that he is perfect. When I switch on to others, I develop, oh, he too is perfect. When I say who is perfect, I cannot pinpoint and say that this man is the only one. If I say Swami Vivekananda was the greatest public orator, it does not mean that apart from Swami Vivekananda, others are not. So it needs a competency and a knowledge and a scholarship to compare the orators, which I don't have that. I cannot compare that this man, this man, this man. But any person who has that competency, who is acceptable to the society, maintaining his ethical values, in his personal life, is a good orator. What I address, what I speak, if I don't practice, for a moment you may clap, but next time when you see my personal life, you will not. So that man is great orator who over a period of time, without diluting his ethics and morals and values, and continuously continues to play his role in his institution building or in nation building, is a good speaker. Second, why means if the subject on which you are speaking, it should not be a narrow, it should be wide, acceptable to the entire humanity. Such man is a great speaker. I think, I don't want to name anybody, but there are many. I told you several examples because they are not born, but they have. There was an example when somebody, I don't want to give his name, he was stammering ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ರಿ, ತಟ್ಟುತ್ತಿತ್ತು. But that man practiced in such a way, whenever he used to talk, he used to have that stammering. But the moment he starts singing, the stammering goes. He was a lecturer. When during the lecture, he used to have some hiccups or obstacles. But the same lecturer, when he starts singing, there was no stammering. So practice. He was knowing his weaknesses, but he was trying to overcome that weakness. No man is perfect man. No man is ideal. But to go nearer to the ideal, to go nearer to the perfection, should be the meaning of this life. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir, for your answer.
Anybody else? Anybody else? ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಕೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ question ಜಲ್ದಿ.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask that, like we are BBA students, sir, I'm second year, and we
Yeah.
have to usually give seminars and presentations. So often
Yeah.
while speaking, we just make some sounds. We get stuck. So do you have any tactics to overcome those tendencies for us?
No, no. As a student of BBA, what is it? What's your problem when you
So
are presenting?
actually, we usually give seminars
Yeah.
and presentations.
Ah.
So while speaking, sir, we just get stuck. Like we start making we just get stops between. So any tactics to overcome those?
Tactics is, first of all, you should be more proficient with proficiency with your subject matter. Number one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Secondly, it should be total understanding of the subject. Number two. The third, before any student, one of your friend in the seminar can ask a question, or before your teacher asks you certain questions, you suddenly develop an attitude that I don't know the subject completely. If somebody asks this question, how should I'll be a failure? That tendency of shortcomings is there, because not from the audience point of view, but from my present point of view. That's why we will be stuck. Second most important is to overcome these steps. Again, when I'm speaking, you are stuck. How to overcome it? Supposing if the question is being asked, then suddenly, if you don't know, don't try to have a beating about the bush. Don't try to explain unnecessarily. You admit slowly. Admitting one's perfection is a good character of a personality. You say, I'm sorry, I don't know this question. I had made a preparation, but I did not come across with this reference where you are quoting. But however, you can highlight, you can clarify. That is the second thing. The third most important is you feel at home, be comfortable with the stage and the audience. The moment you start feeling that you are separate, I think that separation takes you to a separate place. You are separate but connected to the audience. Most important is understanding the capacity, patience, try to overcome, take a breath, get a sip of water, bounce back to normalcy like a homeostasis. There is certain disturbance will be there, but nature itself will have its balance. So also we can come to the balance. Don't get yourself disheartened. You try to find the cause for which there is a block. When you know the block, then we can give some solutions.
Yes.
Is it language? Is it the subject matter? Is it the irritable behavior of the audience? Is it the intentional disturbance from some students? Or is it a prejudiced outlook of my teachers towards me because he is favoring somebody? There are several factors. But when you know the effect, you can find the cause. But remember, clarity in language, subject. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, anybody else? Someone, Srushti, she had unmuted yourself. Srushti Auradi, I think.
Srushti.
Srushti. Okay.
Yeah.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳೋದದನ? Any doubts, anything? Yes, Prachi Jain, you want to ask question? No. ನೀವು unmute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ I can see here. So I think Shailaja madam had unmuted. Madam, you want to say something? Shailaja madam is here, sir.
Shailaja madam, instead of asking question, let her sensitize me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, madam.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳೋದದನ?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನಂಗೆ ಅದೇ ರೀ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಹಾ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಬಸಮ್ಮ.
ಬಸಮ್ಮ.
ಸರ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ರಿ ಸರ್?
ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಹೋಗೋದು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಗ ನನ್ಗೆ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ನನ್ಗೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿದು ಯಾರು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನ್ಯೂನ್ಯತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಎರಡನೇದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಇವೆಂಟ್, ಅದು ಎಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಪೋರ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಆಂಕರಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆರೆಮನಿ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ವೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಇದೊಂದು ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ ಕೀನೋಟ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹಿಂಸರ್ದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಹಿಂದೆ ಸರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ. ಯಾವ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನ ಅವನೇ ಕಲಿತಾನ. If you say that I am committing a mistake, it shows that you are trying. When you don't go to the stage, when you don't commit a mistake, you have no capacity to learn. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? ಅದಕ್ಕ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನ ಪದೇ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಸಾಲಿಲಾಕಿ ಅಂತಾರ. ನೀವು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ಕಲಿಸ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶೈಲಜಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲಿಲಾಕಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ತನಗೆ ತಾನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗೆ ತಾನೇ ಉತ್ತರ ಹುಡುಕುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇತ್ರಿ ಸರ್.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅದರಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ.
ಇವಾಗ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಇರ್ತದ್ರಿ ಸರ್. 5 ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಿ ಸರ್.
ಹೌದು.
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದ್ರಿ ಸರ್ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು, ಟೈಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಆಗಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್. ಆ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದ್ರಿ?
ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ? ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಬೇರೆ, ಎಲೋಕೇಶನ್ ಬೇರೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಪೋರ್ ಬೇರೆ. ನೀವು ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ನಾಗ
ನಿಮ್ ಕೈಲಿಂದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇದೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬದೇ ನೀವು ಪರನು ವಿರುದ್ಧ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್, ನೀವು ಬರೇ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷಣದಾಗೂ ಸಹಿತ ನಿಮ್ಗಿಂತ ಮೊದಲ 5 ಮಂದಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಯಾರ ಆ ಕಡೆ ನೀವು ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಬಿ ಮೋರ್ ಅಟೆಂಟಿವ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟಿಟರ್ಸ್. ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ನೀವು 5 ನಿಮಿಷನಾಗ 3 ನಿಮಿಷ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವೇನ್ ತಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಮೊದಲ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಟೈಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನಾಗ ಮೊದಲಿನವ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಗ ನೀವು ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಪರ ಮಾತಾಡಿದವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾತಾಡಾರ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಮಾತಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಅಂತಾರ. ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೇನ್ರಿ? ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ಬಂದು ಪರ ಏನ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿರ್ತಾರ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ಯದು ಅಥವಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾನ ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಅವ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾನ ಅವನ ಹೇಳಿಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ ವಿಷಯದಾಗ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವನ ಹೇಳಿಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತಗೊಂಡು ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಟೈಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಟೈಮ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಅದು ಡಿಮೆರಿಟ್, ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ. ಟೈಮ್ ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲೇ ನೀವು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ. 1 ನಿಮಿಷ 30 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮೊದಲೇ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಲ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರು ಸಹಿತ ನೀವು ಬಿಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ನಿಮ್ ಶಾಲೆ ಕೂಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ರೈಟ್.
Okay, thank you, Basama. Madam Shailaja, madam, unmute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ. Please, we would like to hear few words from you. Shailaja, madam.
Hello.
Madam, video na on ಮಾಡ್ರಿ.
ಬೇಡ.
Okay, as you wish.
ಹೇಳ್ರಿ.
It was a splendid speech, sir.
Splendid.
We got all the techniques. Sir, it was all, we got all the techniques. Had I these techniques earlier, possibly I would have been recognized as a good orator, sir.
Already, madam,
I came to know all these techniques today, sir. So I think I will improve myself a little more.
No question. You are already improvised, madam, ma'am.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
For the nice words, madam.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So I think we'll end of the session, questionnaire session, because sir is not free. He is fully busy. Otherwise, we would have taken the whole day from sir. Our students have still many questions, sir. We'll surely do it later. Sir, now I call Pallavi. Pallavi, are you ready? Pallavi Chauhan. Pallavi Chauhan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now I would call Pallavi Chauhan for vote of thanks.
Yeah.
Pallavi.
Yes, ma'am.
On your video and unmute yourself.
Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parents of all others. I am Pallavi Chauhan, become second sem from Shrimati Veeramma Gangeshri Degree College for Women's, Kalburgi. I am here to present the vote of thanks for today's webinar on public speaking. I would like to thank our today's guest speaker, Shri Narendra Bhattacharyya sir, for
Pallavi, we are unable to hear you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, maybe she has some network issue.
Yeah.
Sir, thank you so much for coming over here, addressing our students. It was a very great session, and I'm continuously getting on chat that the session was liked by everyone. They have gained lots of knowledge. Thank you so much, and we wish to see you once again in offline, sir. Thank you
Okay,
so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Similarly, I thank Principal Sir for giving me an opportunity to organize this. I thank all the staff and students and all the participants from various colleges and universities who have joined and supported us. Thank you one and all. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The feedback is, the link is given in the chat. You can enter the feedback and you'll be getting an e-certificate. Okay, sir.
Ma'am,
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
excuse me, ma'am. There was some network issue, ma'am. I want to
It's okay.
do
It's
it.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Can
You
I
can
do it, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah, do it. Do it once
Yes.
again, no problem.
Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues but the parent of all others. I am Pallavi Chavan of BCom second sem from Srimati Veerama Gangeshri Degree College for Women's Kalburgi. I am here to present the vote of thanks for today's webinar on public speaking. I would like to thank our today's guest speaker, Shri Narendra Bhatshashi sir, for visiting and enlightening us with their knowledge. Today's webinar on public speaking was full of knowledge and it was very interesting. I would like to express our profound gratitude to our principal, Dr. Rajendra B. Konda sir, for his presence in this webinar. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank our beloved HOD ma'am, Srimati Uma Revar ma'am, HOD of Commerce and Management, for her moral support and guidance to all the students over here. Thank you, ma'am. I'm happy to express vote of thanks to our staff members who have made this seminar a grand success. I would also like to thank NAC coordinator Dr. Mohan Raj and sir. And also I would like to thank Dr. Shivraj G. Gaunhalli sir, IQAC coordinator. And I would also like to thank all the staff members of all the reputed colleges who participated in this seminar, and all the students who are listening patiently, sir. Once again, I would like to thank our chief guest, Shri Narendra Bhatshashi sir, for your presence over here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pallavi. It was nice. If all of you on your video, let's have one photography session. I'll take a screenshot. I wish all of you who are present over here, please, if you all on your videos, let us have a photo session that will be forwarded in the group that I have created. And one more thing, while entering the feedback form, please enter the name that you require as in your certificate. It should be exactly the same. Further spelling mistakes may not be corrected, and give your correct mail IDs. This is very important. If you give correct mail IDs, then only you will get the certificates. Otherwise,
Madam, the link is not working currently.
Okay, then I'll share it in the WhatsApp group. Okay? The link will be shared in the WhatsApp group. If it is not working, I'll just check out and I'll send it once again in the WhatsApp group. All the participants, please don't leave the group until you get the certificates. All the participants, I request that. There may be some error. I'll just check it out. And it will be resent in the WhatsApp group. All of you, please don't leave the WhatsApp group until you get the certificates. Thank you so much. I think all of us have gained lots of knowledge from sir. I thank one and all, and also I request for the same type of support on the 3rd of July, where we are conducting a very, very important webinar. Our ex-Chief Secretary of Karnataka, Ratnaprabha Madam, will be addressing in that session. DC Madam, DC of Kalburgi, Deputy Commissioner of Kalburgi will be addressing us. And other than that, we have two famous entrepreneurs, Srimati Uma Reddy, who is the MD of High-Tech Magnetics and Electronics Private Limited, and our own Gulbarga's young girl, who is an entrepreneur, who is an industrialist. She also will be sharing her success story. It's on women entrepreneurs. So I request all of you to give the same support. The link will be sent very shortly. And if you have any questionnaires, that's totally a discussion session, you can ask. I request all the participants to please join that webinar also. It will be very, very helpful. And thank you once again to one and all. I'm very sorry that the feedback form, there is some maybe might be some problem. I'll check it immediately and it will be posted in the WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you once again. Thank you one and all. Hope you have gained knowledge, and thank you for all the participants who have come, who have joined this session from different colleges. I forgot to add some more names. That is, I had one madam or some of the students joining from New Horizon College, Bengaluru also. And we had staff and students of Koppal College, Gangavati College, and all the other colleges which I have mentioned earlier. That is Women's University, Vijayapura, Godutai Dodappa College. Siddhamma madam, thank you once again for supporting and encouraging us. I also thank Sandeep sir. He is from other college. Thank you so much for encouraging us. I thank all the staff. We also had Sunanda Vanjarkid madam over here. Thank you, madam, for joining. We had colleges of Haveri, Gangavati, Dharwad University, VTU. Thank you all. Thank you once again. Let us end this session. The photos and the link will be further shared in the WhatsApp group. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.